All right, guys, what is up? So in this video, I'm going to be dealing with this article that somebody has sent to me. It's actually been sent to me about 3 or 4 times over the last few weeks, and I typically ignore them and don't deal with them. But I think the context in which it is sent, and the title of this is, I told a guy on Tinder I had 7 kids and was disgusted at his response. It's an important word there, disgusted. So we know that the news media likes to shame men and try to hold guys to women's standards. It doesn't matter that we're not attracted to their standards, whether it's body positivity or she might have 7 kids and lives in a shoe sort of thing. You get the point. But the reason why I'm going to hit on this is, one, I want to bring some light to some facts that I think mostly get overlooked. One of the guys that emailed me, I can't remember what he said exactly, but it was something along the lines of, you should tell guys not to bother dating, or see all women on dating apps are garbage, or they scam guys, or they mislead them and waste their time. Sound bites like that. And I know that there's a lot of narratives out there with content creators on YouTube basically telling the guys the same thing. They're all trash, don't waste your time, blah, blah, blah. I'm going to explain a few things to you here because there's a glaringly obvious thing that I noticed when I clicked on this article and had a look through it. So let me frame it for you first to sort of bring some context here. I'm not going to play this video because it's unnecessary. I'll just read it. It says here, when Katie decided to try out a dating app Tinder, she never expected to be personally abused by a complete stranger. So it opens up right away that she was abused. All right. The mom was horrified by the messages popping up on her screen that she shared them on TikTok for the world to see what a moron this guy is. Again, we've already shamed the guy twice in the first 2 paragraphs. Now, if you guys have not got my book, The Unplugged Alpha, on Amazon, the first chapter I deal with is how the female first primary social order operates. And it essentially, echoes what we've known for a very long time, that evolutionary psychologists have talked about for decades now. Men are disposable, women are protected. And as time goes on, especially over the last few decades that I've noticed myself, women are more and more pedestalized regardless of what they look like. They're no longer held to standards, even though a lot of guys tried to hold women accountable nowadays, which is a colossal waste of your time, I can tell you right now. Guys are expected to receive these lower quality type of women. It goes on to say the supposedly charming bloke starts off by telling Katie that she has stunning eyes. First of all, he's simping. Let me make a note about that because this adds to the problem with men. Okay. Before telling her where he worked and that he had 1 son from a previous marriage. Katie replied saying she was a waitress, which gives her the flexibility juggling her kids. In quotes, it says, I'm a mom to 7 children, also a nan to 1. For those that don't understand, that's usually a nana in the UK, which is a grandmother. 5 kids still at home. Got my own house and car. Been single just over 2 years now. Just came here to see what's happening, really. All right, so here's the screenshots. It's going to be a little harder for you guys to see on your screen, so I'll just read it out. Standard Tinder simping. It says, hi, beautiful. I must say your eyes are stunning, with a heart emoji. Ah, thank you. 2 heart emojis. So tell me about yourself, X. Well, my name's, and it's blanked out, I'm 41 and work as a self-employed builder in Newcastle, 1 grown-up son from my previous marriage, have my own flat, business, and car. What about you, gorgeous X? Dude's totally simping here. This is like kind of the interview sort of process that goes back and forth on dating apps. Here's my resume. And, he's basically showing up and throwing up. Dude obviously has not read my book, but let's go see what her response is. Ah, lovely. Having a business of your own must be hard work, but great being your own boss. Obviously, she likes that, right? Women are hypergamous. They want to know that they're going to be with a guy that's got the financial resources to provide, especially if you've got 7 kids in tow. Let that set in, right? So I'm Katie. I'm also 41. I work as a waitress. It fits around the kids. I also live in Newcastle. I'm a mom to 7 children, also a nan to 1, 5 kids, still at home, got my own house. I've been single okay, so we've already read that part. So let's see what his response is. I'm just going to read the screen because it's actually here as well. It was after Katie's response, things went shockingly sour. What? He bluntly responds, 7 effing kids, are you joking? No wonder you don't mention that in your bio. No one would message you. Effing, I'm going to say garden tools, 304s. You guys know what it is. It's women like you who give others a bad name. And you can see the text thread over here. So this is where one of the guys that messaged me with this article said something along the lines of like women are scamming guys, and if the tables were turned, there would be no article, on a guy, scamming a woman. There is, in fact, because the Tinder swindler is on Netflix. So guys do scam women, but like the tables turn only when it's convenient to serve the female first primary social order. But there's a hidden truth to this when I show you her TikTok in a moment. So just stand by for that. Anyway, so there's a thread. She responds with, let's see here. Wow. Okay, so it's context over here. Although utterly gobsmacked, Katie didn't hesitate in defending herself from such unnecessarily malicious insults. In quote, "Wow, why the hate? I do expect people won't accept it, but no need to be mean and talk down to me like that," she said. She went on to explain that she doesn't expect anyone to take her kids and they have their own dads, and then politely asked that he not contact her anymore. So what is she talking about with the dads? Because it sounds like there's more than one father to these 7 kids. Learn to respect others. You need to learn how to respect your self-love. And dads, not dad. Oh, sorry, that's him. I also don't expect they have their own dads and don't need. Yeah, so it sounds like potentially each one of these 7 kids has their own dad, or they definitely share multiple dads amongst them. Learn how to respect others. So he responds with, learn how to respect others, LMAO. You need to learn to respect your self-love, he says. And dads, not dad. There's another problem offering your, I'm assuming that's her cooch out to anyone who will take it. You effing W, well, let's call it 304. And as if that wasn't insulting enough, he then made unspeakable remarks about her genitalia. As you would expect, this left Katie with no despite to ever use the dating app again, blah, blah, blah. What was the comment about her genitalia? Let's see if we can see. Learn to respect others. Wouldn't even, and then it's blanked out. It might fall in, but it's best like the Tyne Tunnel. Blank, blank, you're no use to anyone. I'm assuming he's talking about throwing a hot dog down a hallway, essentially. And TikToker Slame, I'm assuming that's supposed to be shame. Cruel man on Tinder. The video's gone viral with more than 100,000 views and thousands of comments from Katie's followers expressing their alliance with her over the disgusting and vulgar man. If that's how he treats a stranger, I dread to think how he treats his ex, as one says implied. She dodged a major bullet. No one deserves to be spoken like that. Ignore the little boy, echoes another, while another one praise a mama for caring for so much. Anyway, it takes a hell of a real woman to have 7 kids. You're truly amazing and strong. Yeah, women are always truly amazing and strong. So this is Katie over here because they linked the TikTok, but this is our prized possession. So the point that I wanted to, conclude with when it comes to guys and using dating apps is quite simply this. She's going to use her best photography. So I don't know what that looked like. They didn't show the Tinder profile. But this is an indication of what this woman is over here, right? She's a 41-year-old single mom living in the UK with 7 kids, 1 grandkid, and 5 in the house still, working as a waitress, claiming to have her own car and her house. Let's be honest, it's unlikely that the car and the house were paid for by her. There's probably some monthly installment or payment or alimony or child support or any combination of any of those things that is taking care of those things. So we're not brave, strong, and independent as generally purported. But here we have her. This is, can I make this bigger so you guys can see on the screen? Let me just try to see if that works for you. Yeah, okay. Well, you get the idea, okay? I mean, I'll leave the article pinned below in the video if you guys want to read it so you can click through. But yeah, why would you swipe right on this is the point that I'm going to make, right? If you're a high value guy on a grind, chasing excellence, not women, making bank, living in a physically fit body, you understand game, you're captivating and interesting, and you live an interesting life, why would you swipe right on this, right? And secondly, why would you simp for this, right? Because, I mean, the opening line is pure simp, right? Hi, beautiful. I must say your eyes are stunning. Emoji heart. Ah, right. Thank you. And then he goes on to say, one grown-up son, blah, blah, blah. What about you, gorgeous ex? Dude, this is the problem here. Sure, women are entitled, women are stunning and brave, women think that they deserve, you know, the 6'6", the 600 horsepower car guy, the 6-figure income, 6 feet tall, 6-pack abs, 6 inches in the pants. And it doesn't even stop at the 6 inches. Women realistically have a long list of 100 different laundry points on their list. But the point being is, he wouldn't have matched with this if his value was higher. He wouldn't have been dealing with this nonsense if his value was higher. So while, you know, I'm sure there's some content creators that would use a piece like this to essentially say something along the lines of, see, all women are garbage, the dating apps are waste your time, they waste your time, you know, if the tables were turned, blah, blah, blah. Yeah, okay, fine, I get it. But realistically, if you were better, you wouldn't be dealing with this. Am I right or am I wrong? You leave me a comment below and you let me know. That's how I got to break this one down. This is not a good use of a man's time, if I'm being honest. Consuming any sort of negative content that tries to paint women as this bad thing, that bad thing. See, guys, it's not waste your time. Or see, guys, it's not a good use of your time. I'm still of the position that men and women can be an excellent complement to each other's lives if you are a guy worthy of bringing a high value woman into your life to complement it. Problem is dude like this got stuck with a match like this and then got blasted on Tinder because he doesn't have better options. He wouldn't even have bothered to, like, I would have, this is a left swipe immediately. If this would have showed up on a dating app I was using, skip, next, right? I wouldn't have even swiped right, let alone engage with her, let alone engage with the simpery of the, hey, gorgeous, X, heart emoji, beautiful eyes, da-da-da. Like, that's what you got? Like, hey, you know, if you're disappointed with the results that you get, then at the end of the day, gentlemen, I'm going to strongly recommend that you take a good hard look in the mirror and ask yourself if you're worthy of the kind of women that you're looking to attract in your lives. Because if all that you're attracting is broke single moms with 7 kids like this one, it's because that's what you're essentially worth. So your time is far better invested on yourself to level up. I'm going to close on this point. There's a chapter in my book here, and if you want to get it, it's again pinned below in the top description. There's a chapter in my book here that deals exclusively with how to level yourself up, and there's another chapter on how to use online dating sites. That guy needs to read this book. Maybe some of you out there might need to as well. Anyway, leave a comment below, smash the like button. You guys let me know what you think. We'll see you guys later. Peace out.